Hey guys, Trent here, and welcome back to Fatherhood Confessions. Yes, this is the channel where we have honest conversation, honest reflection of a sojourner parent that's far from perfect, but perfectly needed. Coming right up. Guys, let's have a conversation about failure or failing. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's a subject that's very touch and go, isn't it, with us? It's something we try to avoid. We pretend that it doesn't exist. We think that if we admit our failures, in some way, it's going to show on our fatherhood report card. Well, that's not the case. Have you ever felt like you're failing as a dad from the moment you get up to the moment you lay your head on the pillow? Yes, me too. I know there's moments when I've laid my head on the pillow at night, I just wanted to scream and cry.
No, wait, let me say something. Let me say something.
But I've learned that being a parent is one of the areas of life all too easy to criticize yourself in. And why is that? It's not like kids come with a manual. It's not like they come with software updates. It's not like they're a GPS, like they automatically know where they're going.
I'm going in. Take the wheel.
Oh, I still don't see why I can't go with you.
Hey, we discussed this. Now is not the time to mess with the plan.
These things are hard to track and hard to navigate. And often we fail in these areas because our children probably won't end up going in the same direction that we did. And often there's a temptation to try to live through our children vicariously. And of course, that is not encouraged. Maybe the difficulty or challenges of being a dad comes from the memories of our own childhood. Maybe it comes from how we were raised, how I were raised. I mean, could it be an issue of transference? You learn what you observe and then you recycle it. It becomes one of those vicious, hamster in a wheel issues that this continues to mutate. It's like cutting and pasting. For some reason, you play the victim card and you cut a piece of life experiences or life challenges or whatever it is, or failures in this instance, and we paste it in our own life. What are we even asking ourselves why?
Stop it. Get some help.
See, if fathering is to look and be a certain way that says you have it all figured out, then I'm an anomaly. I just don't have it figured out. And that's why I need you. And I believe you need me. Sometimes I find myself sitting alone, taking big, deep breaths, and asking myself this question: what in the world did I sign up for? Bringing these two human beings into the world who are my responsibility when it comes to caring and loving them for the rest of my life. If fathering was a board game, it would be the board game Clue. And here's why. Because there's more interrogating and questioning that goes on in my own life to come to a conclusion as to what it is that I'm doing. I always ask myself questions all the time. Sometimes I get somewhere, sometimes I get nowhere. Sometimes I get further away from the answer I'm looking for. But what if fathering or being a dad is all about just being there amidst our failures? What if it's just about being present? What if we often overthink it? I know about you, but I'm limited to the creative things that I can teach my kids. I'm not the most decorated with talents and skills. But you know what I do have? I have presence. And you know what I do have that I would believe benefits them in the future, present future, is admitting my failures.
You just say it. I'm the worst toy maker in the world. I'm a cotton-headed ninny-muggins.
And encouraging them to admit their failures. Because this life, it's hard enough as it is to carry what is meant to be shared. What if this game of life is just all about showing up, guys? Being there to give answers at times, admitting to not having any sometimes. I don't believe that having all the answers is our job to cultivate by ourselves or alone. However, it is our job to help navigate life by being present. And what does this have to do with failure? Well, being present means your failures are exposed. And nobody is better than pointing out your failures than your own kids. Am I correct?
Okay, a zombie is going to come and eat one of your parents. Which parent do you want the zombie to eat? Dad or mom?
I believe so. I think my experience in failing and admitting my failures is valuable to my kids, especially if I can somehow help them steer them away from making the same mistakes I did at their age and as they grew. Our kids, you know it as well as I do, guys. Our kids will end up doing some stupid things. Things that curious kids do, just like we did as kids. I don't know how many times I raided apple trees in my hometown from neighbors who had signs put up in their trees and on their fences, "Do not trespass."
You shall not pass!
But I still did it. I still got in trouble. You think after one, maybe second time, you go, okay, this is not going to end in my favor. But see, we do learn repetitiously from our failures and from our wrongs. I asked myself this question recently. Am I present? Do I ask questions like, how are you doing today, buddy, sweetheart? Do you need anything that Dad can help you with? Do you need to talk? Do you want to do something together? Hey, what's new in your life lately? And the big one I say often is this. Hey, I might not have all the answers, but I will always listen and I always love you. Yeah, there are times we don't seem to have a clue what's going on and what direction we're moving in, and sometimes we allow our fear of failure to set us back and avoid the treacherous uphill climb that eventually leads to conquering those big, bad mountains of life.
Harry, I've reached the top!
But I think if we boil fathering and being a dad down to one thing, I think presence is where it's at. And presence in failure and admitting our failures is one of the biggest things on our to-do list, guys. That we may grow as fathers, that we may exceed, and that we might take our family and our kids and our wives, if we're married, along with us for the ride. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that bell. There it is. Oh, over there. Over here. Here it is. Share the video. I would love for as many people as possible to come in to this conversation and benefit from the wealth of information that we all have to share. Head over to my channel if you haven't done so already, and like, subscribe, and share, and ring that bell for more content as I update the channel. Anyways, that's my 2 cents worth. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time here on Fatherhood Confessions.